Mysteries and shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall. Mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines. Aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night. Ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal for what we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
Oh yeah, Jason.
Oh yeah.
So how you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How about you?
Well, I'm hoping iteration 3 of our movie is done.
Yeah, it should. It looks good. So I think it is.
I want everybody to know that it will be out on time and it is a must watch.
Yes.
You need to watch it.
Must watch.
Yes. There's some pretty crazy stuff that happens and you're going to love it. But tonight's show is going to be pretty freaking cool.
Oh yeah.
You know, they decided to go ahead and start releasing files and videos, and this is just round 1. Now, Jason and I have only got a very small portion of all that stuff because they released a lot of files, a lot of videos, and we're just going to go over some of it. I'd like to know.
Oh yeah.
You know, tell me in the comments what you think about disclosure.
What do you think about UFOs?
You think it's real? You think that it's going to happen? Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Hey, Laura.
Yeah, what do you think about all this stuff that they're releasing, Jason?
Well, I've not really looked at all of it, but what I have looked at, I mean, usually files have a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Some of these are just pictures or videos with just a description of what it is. It's not in detail.
Right.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good to know.
Hello, Audacious Amber.
Howdy.
Oh no, there's very little redacted from some of these files. They said that there's only going to redact like some names and stuff like that. I was just reading some of the files, and like the lady that sent the pictures into the FBI and stuff, it had her freaking address and everything on there. Of course, it was from 1940 something, so
Yeah.
she's still living there, you know, by any means. But I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty neat stuff when you really start looking at a lot of the stuff that they do have. Some of the videos are really neat.
Yes.
Some of the audio stuff, you know, we was listening to before, you know, the NASA Apollo 17 and Apollo 11 technical crew briefing, and Gemini 7 had a bogey that they had talked about. So it's pretty neat. They'll only tell us to know. Yes, Laura, I do believe that's true. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy?
Well, these files that they've released is pretty compelling. I mean, especially the videos. I mean, that one video was wild.
Which one?
The one you got.
That star video?
Yes, looks like a compass.
Here. I'll pull it up. see. I think it's this one. Hold on a second here. Because, to go with this, this was released by the United States Central Command. Now, this was submitted on a report to AARO, or the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. Now, this consists of 1 minute, 46 seconds of video footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2013. So this video depicts an area of contrast resembling an 8-pointed star with arms of alternating lengths. 10 seconds in, the sensor field of view narrows to zoom in on this particular thing, and the area of contrast moves within the sensor field of view, followed by a visible trail, and you'll see this trail. And then at 30 seconds, the area of contrast leaves the sensor field of view at the bottom right of the screen. So you'll get to see this. This is pretty neat. Except, like Jason said, this looks like a compass.
And it does have a tail, of something.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see where it's going.
Yeah.
And it might just be light, maybe a light trail of some sort.
I don't know. But it made a figure in the sky, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it's drawing something.
It's like, sucker, find me. Catch me. I dare you. What it is, it's saying, look, I've got north, south, east, west, right? Northeast, southeast, the whole 9 yards. It's a compass, like you said. Like, just pick away. Which way do you want me to go?
Right. I'm wondering what that black thing is. You've seen it. It's kind of like
I was on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there,
Right.
that thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like a doorway.
Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul even said the same thing. What was that on the left? It's interesting because they're in like a FLIR, I guess. And I guess black is hot. So whatever it is hot. But it keeps moving with the craft. And there goes the craft. Boom. Done. And then it cuts off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And that was one of the things that I was looking for on there, because I thought it was pretty interesting. Black on infrared camera is often gamma. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for that. See that?
Yeah.
We've got
Gamma.
somebody that actually knows what it all means. They could help us out. Appreciate that. It's only when we work together that we get to help each out,
Yeah, but that thing was truly crazy. I mean, it looks just like a compass.
Yeah, and I don't know, when I've seen it today, and so I went on looking for it. And when I found it, I was like, yeah, we've just got to talk about that, because it's weird, right? It's not a tic tac or a disc or a triangle object or any cylindrical object. This is completely different. Hello, overtly overstocked. How you doing?
Hello, Oscar.
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's weird because it's like, maybe the craft itself is just putting something off that makes it look that way to that type of that type of infrared camera. Maybe that's some kind of like Aaron, the tree guru, put on there is gamma.
Gamma radiation.
Some kind of gamma radiation or something like that.
Might be. I don't know, but that it looked weird.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It says Charles Chase patented coherent matter wave beam with Lockheed emitting fermion as a laser to create 5D vacuum. That's awesome.
Wow. That's way above my head right there. That's way above my head. So I got one on the show.
All right.
Let's see here. Now, this was from the Department of the Army, submitted this report and video of an unidentified anomalous phenomena to the AARO. So it's 1 minute and 49 seconds of video from an infrared sensor. Same thing as that one was. And when was that? 19. Yeah. When was that video took that you had?
2013.
Okay. Yeah. So this one was 2026. Now, the reporter did not provide any oral or written description of the observation. So go ahead and show it.
No, we haven't found the anti-gravity papers.
So this is the sensor tracks this thing. Wait, it didn't play all the way through. Let me start it at first. There we go.
There it goes. Comes shooting across at it.
It looks really cool in full screen. You could actually see it's two things.
So it's two orbs.
Yeah.
Overtly, this is all the stuff that they have released. This is part one of all the release. So the Department of War has, if you go to the departmentofwar.gov and you go into the UFO section, they've got, right now it's 17 pages of everything from documents to videos and all that stuff that they have released. It's like over 161 files or something like that. And so, yeah, it's a lot. And we're just barely even going to touch the surface.
Yeah, this is wild. Looks like a headlights.
Headlights in space. That's interesting. Okay. What Aaron the Tree Guru was talking about was 2017. See here. I've got a bunch of stuff too.
I'm trying to figure out what this was right here. What is it initially tracking and it moves off?
I don't know. It's kind of crazy because it's whatever it is seems.
Boom. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. I think that they moved off that target onto this other one because it shot by.
Yeah.
So then I was wondering what this was. Looks like they're going to different layers of magnification too, because it was up close and then it was kind of further away.
Yeah. Okay. So that was this year.
Yeah. Was it? That's
Yep,
interesting.
2026.
So who's interested in Gemini 7?
Me.
This is a Well, you could hear it for yourself.
Chevy Control here.
Make sure everyone let me know if you could actually hear this. You can't tell if the objects are moving or the radar. Yeah, I think it's a little, well, I mean, when it was first affixed on that first one, that one thing just shot through. So you know he moved to look at it, but then it looks like he didn't have to move anymore. I don't know. But
I
you're
don't
right.
know. I think it was tracking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chevy Control here again. Earlier in the flight, you'll recall at the start of the second revolution, we had a reference to several objects that the crew spotted. This was in the area of Antigua. Due to a mechanical breakdown, we did not have that portion of the tape available for you. This was a line breakdown between Building 30 and our news center in Building 6. Since then, we have dubbed the tape off the master tape here in the control center, and we are now prepared to play it for you. It contains references to sighting not only some particles, but as well as an unidentified object, plus the booster. Here's that tape. We'll play it for you now.
Hi, Gemini 7 here. You listen on your 8?
Loud and clear. 7, go ahead.
Bogey at 10 o'clock high.
This is Houston. Say again, 7.
Bogey at 10 o'clock high.
Roger.
I bet they were looking at each other and saying, "What?" Then he said,
Gemini 7, is that the booster or is that an actual sighting?
We've got a bogey at 10 o'clock.
Say again, 7.
Okay, we have several, looks like the 3 up here, actual sighting.
Do you have any more information, estimated distance or size?
And we also have the booster in sight.
Understand you also have the booster in sight, Roger.
And we have, it looks like hundreds of little particles going by to the left out about 3 to 4 miles.
Understand you have many small particles going by on the left. At what distance?
4 miles. Large, looks like perhaps a vehicle at the center.
Roger, understand they're about 3 to 4 miles away.
They're past now, they're going to pull her over.
Roger, and understand they were about 3 to 4 miles away.
Traffic clear line. Or further.
Roger. Gemini 7, Houston, were these particles in addition to the booster and the bogey at 10 o'clock high? Roger.
7, this is, Houston, this is 7.
Go ahead.
I have the booster on my side as a brilliant body of the sun, so just a black background, and a series of particles are on it.
Roger, what direction is it from you?
It's about at my 2 o'clock position.
Does that mean it's ahead of you?
It's ahead of us at 2 o'clock, slowly tumbling.
Roger.
So this all comes from NASA. Now, there's not a lot until about the end.
Borman and Lovell.
Again, the reference in that conversation to the third unidentified object, of course, was, or or the third object, was a bogey. There were several references to the bogey. This is the unidentified object, in addition to particles which appear to be headed in a polar orbit, you heard Frank Borman say, plus Jim Lovell discussing the booster. It was Borman who reported sighting the bogey. This is Gemini Control Houston at 4 hours, 24 minutes into the flight.
And there that is, released in the files today. So there's a lot of stuff from NASA. There's a lot of stuff from the Department of War, a lot of stuff from the FBI that was released. Actually, it wasn't today, though. I think it was yesterday or the day before. But yeah. So Gemini 7, bogey. And overly
Bogey.
has it right. Borman and Lovell. What do you think, Jason?
I think we have aliens.
It's funny. I've been watching a lot of the when you had all the people up there and they were testifying and everything, and we've had that a couple of times now, but when they start talking about biologics, they are talking about, well, they won't say that they're not earthly, because in some instances they think that they could be.
Yeah.
Overtly, I really think that they would probably have to show themselves before our government would finally admit that they were real. But if you want to talk about some conspiracy theories for a second too, there's some conspiracy theories out there that say that the aliens are the ones telling the governments not to tell the people. So I don't know. It's kind of goes both ways. Ancient people cosplaying aliens, maybe.
Maybe.
I think that you might have some ancient peoples that are still here. It's very possible. Who's in charge? That's the $1 million question there.
The reptilians.
Yeah. They like it. I know you had something that you also wanted to show, Jason.
Yeah, if I can get it pulled up here, it's about Apollo 11. It's just some documents. Might go over some of them if I can here. Let's see.
Be interesting. Trump's might release a coin with his face on one side and aliens on the other. That would be different. Things don't change. No, they never do. I mean, I think that we've been, in this before where, they've wanted to tell people and then something or someone in the government shut it down. And it may not even be, something with the government. It may be one of these Lockheed Martins and some of these other people that actually have the technology. That's how the government is able to keep itself at arm's length away from this stuff, so you can't FOIA all the stuff that we want to know, right? Because they put it in hands of these defense contractors, and you can't FOIA what those guys have or know or are doing.
So this is a document from the Apollo 11 crew briefing. So it's even got it's Collins and Armstrong. They're talking back and forth. Can you see that, David?
Yeah. Yep. It's neat because you get to kind of see. I downloaded this one too to show everybody because you kind of get to see, what's on these people's minds.
Yeah. So this is so Buzz Aldrin, he said the first unusual thing that we saw, I guess, was one day out or something, pretty close to the moon. It had a sizable dimension to it, so we put the monocular on it. Then Collins, how did we see this thing? Did we just look out the window and there it was? And then Aldrin says, yes, and we weren't sure, but what it might be, the SIVB. We called the ground crew and we're told the SIVB was 6,000 miles away. And it says we had a problem with the high gain about this time, and he said there was something, we felt a bump, or maybe that he just imagined it. Then Armstrong says he was wondering whether the Mesa had came off. So he says, of course, we were seeing all sorts of little objects going by the various dumps, and then we happened to see this one brighter object going by. We couldn't think of anything else it could be other than that SIVB. We looked at it as though through the monocular, and it seemed to have a bit of a L shape to it, like an open suitcase.
Mm.
It's pretty interesting.
Says, what was it here? It's funny because it says, Armstrong says, it was right at the limit of the resolution of the eye. It was very difficult to tell what shape it was, and there was no way to tell the size without knowing the range, or the range without knowing the size. And then Aldrin says, so then I got down in the LEB and started looking for it in the optics. We were grossly misled because with the sextant off focus, what we saw appeared to be a cylinder. And Armstrong says, or really two rings. And Aldrin said, yes. Armstrong says back again, two rings. There were two connected rings. Then Collins says, no, it looked like a hollow cylinder to me. It didn't look like two connected rings. So
yeah, he said you could see this thing tumbling, and when it came around end on end, you could look right down in its guts. It was a hollow cylinder, but then you could change the focus and it would be replaced by this open book shape.
crazy.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and
Yeah.
on. There's 38 pages of this. 39 pages, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just keeps on going and going and going.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
A laser.
Yeah, this talks about seeing a laser.
Yeah. That seemed to be the best possible explanation until we were coming back, approaching the Earth, and were able to observe something that gave about the same appearance.
A
Yeah,
possible laser.
Yeah, this is all of the technical debriefing on this debriefing was on July 31st, 1969. So the first one was volume 1. This is volume 2. It's all marked confidential. I guess that's all they gave us, though. They didn't give us the all of it. Huh, that's funny.
Oh, well.
But it's interesting.
It is.
But yes, overtly, it was all. It's all about just that one Apollo 11. Let's see here. Got some other videos here. Let's find it. This one I find is pretty interesting right here too. Let's present this. All right. There you go. Oh, stop it. So this one's weird. Now there wasn't a really anything on this one when I downloaded it, telling exactly what it was. It was just the video. Watch that again. I don't even know what that is. That's pretty interesting. Let's see here. I've got another one. Oh yeah. Okay. Now this one I do have a little bit about it. So this right here is the United States Africa Command. Now it submitted this report of a unidentified anomalous phenomena to AARO, consisting of 2 seconds of video footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2025. Yeah, I haven't started playing it yet, but if you look, I don't know if you can see my cursor.
What'd you do? Put me back on?
Nope, I'll put you back on. Yeah, I'll put you back on. If you look right here, that's where it is. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. That's the only thing about doing it this way.
No, I can't see it.
Okay. Well, it's kind of over on the right-hand side. You'll see this little bitty, there's a little bitty dot just right above the horizon. Now, this is footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2025. It says that it's a small, barely distinguishable area of contrast, and it moves from the left side of the sensor field of view to the right side, exiting the scene from the bottom right quarter of the screen. So that's what you're kind of looking for. I started playing it. Play that again because I'm having even trouble.
Hey, Tennessee, Kentucky, Bigfoot.
Hello, how you doing?
We're talking about them dad darn UAPs.
Yes.
I don't see it, David.
I don't either. It says it's at 002. It moves from the left side of the sensor field of view.
I got her full screen now. Play it again.
Remember,
It's on the horizon?
Nope. I don't think it's that right there. That's where I thought it was. It was bottom left side, and I think it goes to the right, exiting out of the scene, and it's on the bottom, but it's from 000 to 0002. So it's like 2 seconds.
And it goes right to left,
It goes from left to right.
left to right. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
Still don't see it.
It comes right in the middle. You probably can't see my cursor, but it comes right down through here. You know, you see that big curve in that road or river or whatever?
Yeah.
It goes right over top of it out to the, you see it?
Nope.
It's
I gotta-
fast.
Yeah, it's only like 2 seconds it's showing. Like,
Boom. It looks like it comes out of that little mountain there. Right in the middle of that. Where the, it's a curve in that curve.
maybe I need to
Put your
full view.
cursor on the other screen. And we should be able to see your cursor.
Right here.
Click on it.
I don't think they're seeing my cursor. I full screened it. So let's see.
Just look about 1, 2, 3 inches below the crosshairs.
Gotcha. Oh, I see it.
You see
Yes.
it?
Yeah, I see it. Whoa, man. Yep, that's insane. Yep, that's crazy. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's wild.
So I still think that the star is pretty amazing.
Got any more?
Videos. I think all the videos I had already. I just showed that was the last video I had downloaded. There's all kinds of stuff on here though that let's see here. Let me pull this up again. So, there we go. So this right here is from the FBI. This is where people were sending in things to J. Edgar Hoover. You could see all kinds of stuff. And I guess they were sending stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it you cannot read, some of it you can. So this says true copy August 31st, 1966. J. Edgar Hoover. Trying to see if I can get it in the middle of the screen here. So it says, I'm a member of NICAP and I'm very much interested in UFOs or flying saucers. It says a few weeks ago, a fellow employee received a letter from Arizona with a stamp on the back, see enclosed. That's something that they're not doing either, seeing the enclosed.
Yeah.
Now, being interested in UFOs, I asked for the stamp and sent $3 for the 12 issues of AFSCA. Having received and read my first issue, I feel it isn't just what it appears on the surface. I can't say why, but with my limited idea of how communists operate, it strikes me as it is backed by them. Uh, my reason for writing this is I consider myself a true American, and I'm told my ancestors go back to a great grandmother who was an Indian squaw. Oh, I
A
love it.
squaw.
Yeah, I am proud of it. If by writing this AF's, AFSCA report, my name could in any way be aligned with the Communist Party, I would like to know if there is any way I can get things straightened out. That's
Hmm.
hilarious. I'll be 63 in a few days. My husband passed away 4/30 of 65. That's just crazy. I read one earlier though that was really cool. It was like a and these are newspapers.
Convention. They was having conventions back in.
Reno, Nevada, July 8th, 9th, and 10th of 1966.
Speakers. Who were the speakers?
Wayne S. Aho, Carl A. Anderson, Orfeo Angelucci, Michael X. Barron, Wesley Bateman, Mary Ann Francis, Dr. Daniel W. Fry,
Hmm.
Calvin C. Gervin. Boy, they had a shit ton of them. All kinds. That's crazy. Hear amazing experience. The third national convention too. You see that? So they have all this, but I was reading one earlier that was pretty neat. It was a kid that was writing asking for information because they were doing their science fair or something like that on UFOs.
Hmm.
That would be a cool one to get back again. But can you please send me? These are just tons and tons and tons of letters. I started just downloading all kinds of stuff. If there was a download all button, I would have definitely would have downloaded everything.
There's like 17 pages of this, just different things. When you go to the website, you go to what is it?
Departmentofwar.gov.
Yeah,
And
departmentofwar.gov.
Yeah, then it's you see at the top there's one that says UFOs. No shiny plasma. No. There is some things on there though that's funny because here, let me do this.
I got a little sunburn today.
Did you?
Yeah.
You have some more to show, Jason?
No, I don't have anything else at the moment.
What? Hold on a second here. I'll get some good stuff here.
Yeah, there's no telling what you can dig up on that website. A lot of interesting documents, and they even have a bunch of pictures too. Did you see the one where the FBI had drew like a sketch of what the witness had stated?
Actually, it was here. I've got that one. That's one of the ones I've got. It's a composite sketch. But this composite sketch is so this is an actual site photo with FBI lab rendered graphic overlay. depicting corroborating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materializing out of a bright light in the sky. It was said to be 130 to 195 feet in length and disappearing instantaneously. So here, let's share this one. This one's kind of neat. So this is an actual site photo with this overlay put on top of it of what these people saw.
Looks like the golden egg.
Where's the goose?
It's up Jack and the beanstalk. Jack's got it up on the beanstalk.
But still 135 foot or so. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's huge.
I think they cracked the platform.
I wish, and they may have released the one where they had built that building around it because it was so big that they couldn't move it. It was in some different country. I can't remember where it was. But the craft was so huge that they had to build a building around it just to hide it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's a lot of reports. Mission report, mission report, mission report. Here, I'm going to go ahead and get my screen ready to share for. That ain't it. It's a lot of reports. Like Jason said, though, there's another report. So this report here, you could see the object here. It says that the United States Central Command submitted a report of an unidentified anomalous phenomenon. I still like UFO better, but anyway, to AARO. And it consists of a still image derived from a U.S. military system in 2022. So contains an encircled, elongated area of contrast. And you can kind of see it here. It's funny that they're not showing the video, though. Let's see what else we get. So you get a lot of reports, report. In Syria. Here's a bunch of photos. So again, from AARO or from FBI submitted to AARO. The operator reported that they were unable to positively identify the UAP. Photo 2. So I guess you could see a little bit better. That's photo 3. Pretty much almost the same dang photo. Hey, look at that. It's another of the same photo.
Yeah, Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot. I've heard that. Yeah, he's awful interested in, Trump's awful interested in Iceland and Greenland and all them. Supposedly there's UFOs and stuff buried up there.
Okay. That's interesting. These are all just showing photos. There's 2 of them. Says that they could not positively identify the UAP, and the date in the image is incorrect due to system date time not being set. So the date and time is not right. It's all kind of the same dang photos, if you ask me. Just it's like they had a video and they were just like stop, hitting the button to take a photo of it.
Mm-hmm.
Know what it looks like? There's a transcripts from Apollo 17, Apollo 12 transcripts. More still images. He said the photos to me aren't as interesting as the videos. Skylab crew debriefing. Got all kinds of stuff. The thing is that special agent so and so interviewed so and so via FaceTime. Yeah. So and so sat in on the interview. Oh man. The 3 vehicles began driving south. I saw a linear object with a super bright light on the east side of the object. The light was bright white, bright enough to see bands within the light. The object was metallic and gray in color, did not have any wings or exhaust. The object was smaller than a 737, 1 to 2 Black Hawk helicopters in length, and was definitely bigger than a drone. It was approximately 5,000 feet above the ground level, moved east to west parallel to the ground. It was visible for 5 to 10 seconds, and then the light went out and the object vanished. Jason, does that not sound exactly like what we saw?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it does.
Way back when we first started doing, we was doing podcasts back then. We weren't video with anything, and we got done doing a podcast on Blog Talk Radio, and it was only like a 30-minute thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we went outside and was standing on the porch and was talking and everything, and it was going from west to east, and it looked like just a perfectly white round light, just perfect. And it was, you could tell it was really high in the sky, but it was as big as, say, you standing underneath a street light. That's how big it looked. But you
Mhm.
could tell it was pretty far up. Now it was going, like I said, from west to east, and it was going as far west as you could almost see, and it was coming this way. What'd you say, Jason? It took less than a minute for it to go all the way across?
Yeah, it was a minute or minute and a half because we watched it the whole time it was going.
When it got past us and then started going further east, it did exactly that. It kind of went bright, dim, and then went bright and then just blinked out. It was like someone just flicked the light switch. It just wasn't there no more. It was pretty interesting. So, but that's pretty cool. Light went out and the object vanished. That's pretty neat. See, this object stayed the same size and kept the same light intensity during the time. That's exactly how ours was until it just blinked out.
Mhm.
Did not see the object as though they were coming over the small bridge at the gate. Did not notice any interference with their vehicles. So and so was annoyed when she first saw the object because the airspace had been restricted for the drone tests that they were going to conduct. That's pretty crazy. That night a storm came through and the TV went out in the hotel room. So they were so freaked out they went downstairs to make sure all the TVs were out. Had weird dreams and trouble sleeping for the first 2 nights after they saw that object.
So click on the last one, 17, and do that last one. Show it.
17.
Page 17.
There's nothing on
Yeah,
17.
that top one right there. Going up right there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Western U.S. event.
Yep.
Orbs launching orbs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Why
Now
is
this is pretty interesting.
why does it let me before it let me say download it? This one isn't letting me download it. Isn't that funny? So this is the Western United States. Time of the day is dusk on 2 separate days, it says. It says 3 teams of 2 federal law enforcement special agents, USPR 1 through USPR 6, identity described seeing orange orbs in the sky emit or launch smaller red orbs in groups of 2 to 4, with 3 being the general consensus. This is stated to have occurred at least 5 times. Each time the orange orb would appear, launch red orbs, and then disappear. The orange orb was only visible for 1 to 2 seconds. The red orbs would generally move away from the orange mother orb in a horizontal path, but in a couple of instances, one red orb was stated to move heading up at an angle, while another witness stated sometimes the red orbs would swoop down after being launched from the larger orange orb. These events were witnessed by multiple teams from varying location and vantage points over a 2-day period. Now, due to the sequential nature of the events, it is not known whether this was a single orange mother orb that released the groups of red orbs or whether there were multiple orange orbs at play. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So it says the document is a summary of statements by 7 U.S. persons employed by federal government who separately reported observing several unidentified anomalous phenomena in the Western United States over the course of 2 days in 2023. Says the summary notes the U.S. persons report 4 distinct categories of experiences, including observing orbs launching other orbs at distance, observing a large stationary glowing orb at close estimated range, and pursuing a large phenomenon near the ground, and observing a large, seemingly transparent phenomenon, reported to be akin to a translucent kite. Although there is no technical data directly associated with this report, contextual factors such as these events sharing features with other reports to AARO. Look at that. Hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah, that's interesting. Orbs launching orbs. I'll tell you what's weird about that, though, is it didn't let me download it. You also have down here, if you want to see other historical UAP records, you can visit AARO, National Archives, UAP records. What's funny about AARO is that they don't really have nothing. They've got some UAP imagery So this is from Europe in 2022. You see it here. Seems to be moving pretty quick, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that that turn that it just went?
Mm-hmm.
It's still coming this way. That's interesting. Here's Europe 2021. Oh, look at that. Dang. That sucker shot off, didn't it? I was trying to find it. There it is.
Dang.
Interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they switched.
It's funny how it can go any direction real fast.
Mm-hmm. So this consists of 2 minutes, 8 seconds of video footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2021. It's an infrared sensor display presence of a physical object. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's pretty crazy. What's crazy to me is that they don't care to show these in Europe, but they're not showing anything here in America. And we know it happens here. Wonder if it's making it's in a cornfield, making some, oh, it's doing a corn maze. Um, this is 10 minutes, 30 seconds. With high confidence that the footage depicts a presence of a physical object, the object's morphological features, performance, and characteristics and behaviors are unremarkable and do not warrant further analysis. But AARO will continue to investigate this case should further information become available. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that a bunch with these AARO ones. It's like they don't want to admit that, things are going on. Oh, yeah. They said these are birds.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at this one earlier today. Yeah, that's birds that you're watching.
What do you think?
I don't know. Says the videos are almost certainly 95% likelihood birds.
Hey,
Says
Michelle.
basement on objects, strong morphological consistency with other resolved in imagery featuring birds, and the object's behavioral characteristics strongly aligning with those of birds, maintaining relative positioning for energy conservation during flight. Pulsating infrared return at a frequency consistent to wing beats. I don't know. Yeah, it's like saying swamp gas, but I guess I could say whatever.
You know, I know birds are pretty intelligent when it comes to flight and keeping formation, but that is just too straight, I think. I don't know.
It's weird to me because, you know, why do they go from this to this? And why do these and these, when they're close, these ones right here are coming towards this one, but then these started leaving away and then they decided to form up back up on this one. And then don't tend to go backwards and forwards in formation. They tend to fly one direction. Um, but those don't seem to be flying in one direction if you look at it. I mean, look, these guys and these guys look like they're going to kind of merge, and all of a sudden they shift, and these guys are like, "Oh heck, okay, well we'll go back over here." And then these decide, "Okay, well we don't want to fly that way. Now we're going to fly back this way." That doesn't seem like the way birds fly, in my opinion. So, what do you think?
I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, definitely not Starlink. That's what I first thought at first. They was going to try to say it was Starlink, you know. Um, report. So this one's supposedly a balloon. That's a balloon, everybody. Just let you know. That's
That's
how
a
balloon.
fast moving balloon.
Yeah. Depicted in the video, almost 95% likelihood a balloon. Like you said, that's an awful fast freaking balloon. I call BS. I bet you there's people with hot air balloons that wish their hot air balloon could go that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. A lot of balloon ones. Here's a unresolved one in the Middle East in 2024. I don't see nothing. Maybe it'll come on screen or something. Let's read it. Let's see. Captured in the Middle East in 24 depicts an apparent thermal contrast with the sensor's field of view. The area of apparent contrast exhibited characteristics that may be consistent with the presence of a physical object. However, due to the absence of corroborating telemetry or multimodal sensor data, AARO cannot determine. I'd like to see the object. Oh, is that it? Hello, Bonnie. How are you?
Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah, that's the thing right here. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
That just takes off. Well, it's definitely moving because you could see whatever this is in the background moving against it. I don't know. That's interesting. Looks like a starfighter, an X-wing.
Yep.
Crazy. What does everybody believe? What do y'all think? Resolved. Let's see. Mount Etna. Now, this is U.S. Air Force platform captured this footage while operating over the Mediterranean Sea. This footage depicts an object that appears to be transitioning a plume of superheated gas and ash produced by eruption of Mount Etna,
Hmm.
which is a volcano in Sicily, Italy. AARO coordinated an interagency and international analytical effort that determined that optical effects from the intense atmospheric conditions near the volcano distorted the video, causing the object to appear to transit the plume. So it instead depicts a balloon. Again, a nice balloon. Let's watch a balloon go into an eruption. It's funny because you see that a lot. These UFOs and stuff like that kind of going into these volcanoes and stuff as they're erupting. Don't see anything though, do you?
No.
Skip ahead. It's definitely erupting, isn't it? Problem with these is it's not like some of those other ones that we was watching, or where they would sit there and tell you when the object was seen. You know, they kind of broke it down. You could see stuff getting falling.
Yeah. That lava, hot rocks, or something.
Yep.
Wow.
I want to see this balloon though. Oh. There. Well, it's definitely not just a rock or something.
No.
There it is. I don't think a balloon would make it through that. That'd be hot as heck. Gotta go through the pumice and everything else too. Hey, balloons are fantastical things. They're getting awful close to it there. Look at that. It's moving awful fast for a balloon. Hey, whimsical Wednesdays. Yeah, this is some it's interesting when they release new things like this. And you get to start combing through it. Mount Etna. Let's see. Oh, this is in April 26th of 2013, an infrared sensor on board a U.S. Customs and Border Protection aircraft captured footage of a UAP event over the Rafael Hernandez Airport. Ready? Footage
Mhm.
appears to depict a UAP moving at high speed, splitting into two objects and entering and exiting the water before disappearing into the ocean off Puerto Rico's northwestern coast. AARO says it did not demonstrate anomalous speeds or flight behaviors. Oh my gosh. They act like they're Project Blue Book, don't they?
Mhm.
Seems to be a pretty fast speed to me. It's Bumblebee. Bumblebee tuna. It almost seems to like, it's weird, but can you see like that halo around it?
Yeah.
It's like it's displacing the air and stuff around it or something.
I think it's a
I
drone.
think it's a drone.
Not if it goes in and out of the water, like they said it does. Well, it's supposed to split into two
Oh yeah.
and then go in and out of water. It'd be a hellacious drone. I mean, don't get me wrong; they have those racing drones that could do like 100 miles an hour, but
No, that ain't no drone.
oh, no way! It's going in
In the
water.
water.
Holy smokes! Back out of the water. That is insane. There it is again. There it is coming back out of the water again. Now it's split into two. And they're both going in and out of the water.
It's wild.
Yeah. There's nothing anomalous about that. Nothing at all anomalous about that, right?
No.
Nothing to see here. These are not the droids you are looking for. That's funny. Oh, this is the Go Fast video. It's funny though, because
Yeah, this is like a classic movie right here.
That's insane. Good clip. It's funny that AARO is constantly saying that there's nothing to see here. Look at that. Nothing to see because, you know, round ball things just fly around the earth all the time. If we were in Star Wars. Arrow is saying there is nothing anomalous about that, Jason. Nothing anomalous. I'm sorry, but that's bullshito.
Yeah,
Don't you
I
think so?
think they're full of caca.
It's like, yeah, you know, we
That's
just
just
got
a sphere.
yeah, we got perfect round balls that just fly around all over the place.
Now, didn't they find a sphere in Mexico or somewhere at Stephen Greer's talking about? It looks something like it. It looks just like it. It had some kind of markings all over it.
I think I've seen some stuff on that. I don't know. Here's a 2021 Navy flyby video. Whoa, you see that?
Yeah.
It's like how close these things get. There's another looked like a perfect sphere, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of plane that? That sucker's moving, man. Uh-oh, there we go. This one was Navy FA-18. They encountered an anomalous phenomena. I want to just keep going. Do, 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 every time I say that. These are all FOIA things that got me. It says they've been out for a minute. What the heck? It looks like the Tic Tac, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That one view just a second ago, didn't that almost look like that star? Starts changing to different optics, I think. It almost looked like that compass. Right there.
Yeah.
Kind of see that flaring. I hope everybody's enjoying this. We're just sitting here nerding out, watching videos with you. What does everybody think, you know, just about the different things that we've shown so far? I mean, what do you think? Do you think that there is other things out there? This is the gimbal video. Do you think that there's other stuff out there, everybody? Do you think that, you know, we're not alone? Or do you think this is ours or Russia's, China's? There it goes. Who talked about that right there? Jason.
Who talked about it?
Yeah. Who talked about back in the early 80s about these things when they go somewhere, they flip up.
Oh, Bob
And that-
Lazar.
That's right. Bob Lazar talked about that way, and here it is happening. Pointing the way that it's about to go. And Bob Lazar talked about that a long time ago. I think that's another thing that we could say he's got going for him. But that's
Yeah.
all on the AARO website. That is aaro.mil. Then they have UAP cases. And this is through the images, but they've got records too right here. So all kinds of records. Well, I say all kinds. They've literally got one page of, but here's one from 2022 from Oak Ridge National Labs.
Ooh, let's watch out. That's right down the road.
Yep. There's actually two of them. Another one from 2024 from Oak Ridge. I don't know if these have videos though. Let's see. This is a synopsis of an analysis of metallic specimens. Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot says definitely more questions than answers. Yes. So this must be the piece.
Hey, Pancho.
Hey, Poncho. View of bulk specimen sticker containing internal sample tracking information edited out for public release. So AARO task ORNL with assessing whether the specimen is of terrestrial origin. The bismuth in the specimen could act as a terahertz waveguide. DevCom ground vehicle system center provided ORNL access to the metallic specimen. So this is a parent sample and 3 previously derived subsamples, all from the same material beginning in February 2023. They said that they've analyzed its structure, chemical composition, and isotope ratios with multiple methods, including microscopy, spectroscopy, and spectrometry. Oh, my mouth's not working tonight. So these results align with previous DevCom analysis, indicating that the structure and composition of the bismuth layers do not meet the requirements necessary to serve as a terahertz waveguide. Furthermore, all data strongly supports that the material is terrestrial in origin. And they give all the pictures of it and the elements and everything that's in it. Pretty crazy though, right? Let's see here. I guess they were given an aluminum sampling too. I think this one was also showing that the material is a conventional aluminum silicone alloy, i.e., ordinary aluminum alloy made from common applications. So that our own ORNL correlations of Starlink satellite flaring with UAP observations. So they're saying that maybe sometimes people are seeing these flares from Starlink and mistaking them as
UAPs.
Ps. Yeah, they call it satellite flaring phenomena. Oh, they've got an animation. Would you like to see the animation? Satellite flaring.
Can you make sense out of that?
Well, if it's a true thing that happens, which I'm sure it's probably got some, why did they not just show us it actually in real life versus creating a model for it?
All
You know what I
right.
mean? I just think that they just have to come up with swamp gas. It's swamp gas. Funny. Funny, 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 funny. Well, we've kind of gone through everything. Not
Yeah.
everything, but everything.
A lot. We've seen some pretty cool videos.
Yes, that one was neat. All kinds of those. Did we show this one?
I don't know if we did or not. That's from the lunar surface.
Yeah, that's from Apollo 17 in 1972. I've actually got that one. Let's see here. Look at that. Open file. So this supposedly is part of a review of historical UAP materials. Dow has opened a case to investigate the accompanying NASA photograph from the Apollo 17 mission taken in December of 1972. Says this image contains 3 dots in a triangular formation in the lower right quadrant of the lunar sky. It is clearly visible upon magnification of the image. Now, while this photo has been previously released and discussed by keen observers, there is no consensus about the nature of the anomaly. New preliminary U.S. government analysis suggests the image feature is potentially the result of a physical object in the scene. Boy, that takes a keen observer, huh? Additionally, as part of this investigation, the government has obtained the original film from Apollo 17 mission, and the results of the full NASA and Dow analysis will be released when completed. Crazy, right? You get the 3 stars. Well, 3 points in a triangle. Interesting.
Interesting. What's interesting is this poll. 67% says, yes, we are alone.
Really?
I think
Wow.
I voted yes once, but I didn't mean to.
I do not think that we are alone. Oh, you know what?
What?
I voted. When I just voted, I did it as Paranormal 411. I forget that I'm not on my own.
Oh,
Woohoo! Well, thanks everybody for sticking around and watching all that cool stuff.
yeah.
It
It
was
was
just,
pretty cool.
you know, it was what it ended up being is that we was like, hey, let's talk about this. So we went on and started downloading a bunch of stuff, and I hope you learned as much as we did. Now, some of
Right.
that we did, I did and Jason did look at a lot of it before, but not everything. Quite a bit of that we looked at, we saw together and experienced it at the same time.
Yeah.
What'd be cool is when people finally get chances to go through all the documents, because there's a ton of documents, and gets to take and read everything and come up with their analysis of what a lot of those documents say. Because I think that's going to be just as good as these videos and pictures,
Yeah.
maybe even better, in certain ways.
Well,
So,
remember, we got a movie coming out Saturday, right?
yep, this coming Saturday.
8 p.m. on YouTube. No, 7 p.m. Sorry.
Yep,
7
yep.
p.m.
The Coochie Booger.
The Coochie Booger.
Promise it's not a porn film or anything like that.
Yeah.
It is a paranormal investigation,
Yes.
and I think that what is it altogether, Jason? Like 40 something minutes.
42 minutes and some odd seconds.
That's with credits and all.
Yeah.
It's about 30 something minutes of movie. So definitely check it out. I think that it'll be worth checking out. And I'm not just saying that because Jason and I made it. You get to learn a little bit more about this little area of Loudon that we live in. And it's some history around here.
It is.
So, and again, you get to see part of our investigation that has never been shown. Like, you could go watch our investigation right now. You go watch the investigation of Coochie Booger, but we have gone in and actually got stuff out of that investigation to bring into this movie to go along with our witnesses and stuff that have witnessed things there. So pretty interesting.
Yep.
Definitely.
We are going on the road too Saturday. We're going to the Devil's Tramping Ground in North Carolina. We're going to do an investigation there. So wish us luck.
Yes, we're going to do a 2-day investigation, Friday and Saturday. We'll be coming back home on Sunday. That's one of the reasons we have this movie where it is airing on Saturday, because we won't be here to do a live show, but you're going to get to watch the movie. So stay tuned and watch the movie.
Yeah, we're going to be camping out in the woods, the darkness.
And tents, tent camping too.
Yeah,
We're not
camping.
Yeah, we're not glamping. We're camping. So it's going to be fun. We've got some other things that we're going to do this year, like the LBL and some other stuff too. So stay tuned. Every one of these will be another movie to follow. So we have a few of those that we will be coming out with this year.
Yes.
Stay tuned. You have anything else to say, Jason?
Just thank everybody for watching tonight, and hope to see you. We'll probably do a show Thursday, a little short show, and then Friday we're going to be heading out. We may do a little live or something from there, you know, just to show you, you know, where we're at. But
if we get reception.
signal, yeah, if we have signal,
yeah.
But it's going to be a fun time.
We're gonna have fun. It's been a long time since I've gone camping, so.
Man, I ain't been camping since I was in 12 or 13 years old.
Well, I went
in a tent now. I've been in the camper, but we're going tent camping. Prehistoric.
Yeah, we're doing the real tent camping. So Poncho says I glamp now. We don't have a glamper. I bought a tent. Jason bought him a tent, and we're going to rough it for 2 days. But hopefully we get a lot of good footage and some stuff that we could come back and look over and bring y'all another good movie.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're hoping for anyway. Again, want to thank everybody, like Jason just said, for stopping in, sharing this time with us, and watching these videos. I hope it wasn't too boring. I was sitting there zoning out, trying to find the next little thing. But
you did good. You did good.
It's like, oh my God. I mean, it's been all over the news, though. That's what's crazy, right? The news and everybody has been all over this. And that's the thing to me is like, I do not believe that we're alone. I don't. I believe that we're not alone in this universe and that there are other things. And I think that there's a very possibility that there are other things living on this planet besides us.
Oh, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Flex real is kicking in.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. Have a good night.
Yes.
Remember, connect with us at paranormal411.org. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and for all the latest updates, remember, join us live every Thursday from 7 to 8. Saturdays from 8 to 10, except for next Saturday. We will have the movie that's coming out. Catch us on Subspace Radio and all major podcast platforms. We have 3 books out. East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2, Comprehensive Guide to Paranormal Investigations, and The Haunted Ledger. Now, they're all available on Amazon or directly through paranormal411.org. Join us. Join us. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for showing up and being part of the show and everything. We really enjoy you.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday.
Yes. Good night. Have a good weekend.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.